Welcome to our Gemini season yoga flow. We're going to be working on opening up through the arms and the shoulders in this class, as well as focusing on the breath. Gemini is an air sign, so it's really important during this season that we focus on breathing properly, on nourishing our bodies with fresh air. So to get started, I'll invite you to work your way into any comfortable seated position, cross-legged, one heel in front of the other, or whatever feels best for you. And if you would like to put on your favorite yoga music or playlist, now would be a great time. So you've got some yoga music playing in the background. And then from here, we'll just bring our hands onto our knees. Palms can be face down if you'd like a little bit more grounding today, or palms can be face up if you'd like some more uplifting energy today. And I'll invite you to start off by closing down the eyes and start to focus on your breath here. Let's take a deep, full breath in through the nose and a slow breath out through the nose. A deep, full breath in, breathing into the diaphragm, the lungs, bringing the breath all the way up to the collarbones. And then exhaling all the air out from all the breathing chambers, letting it all out. Another deep, full breath in here. Exhale it out. And from here, you may like to continue focusing on your breath, or perhaps here you can set a sankalpa or an intention for your practice today, bringing to mind how you would like to feel by showing up on the mat today. Perhaps you'd like to feel open, curious, or something else. Just setting a sankalpa, setting an intention for your practice. Once you've set your intention, your sankalpa, just let it drift away, letting it go. We'll come back to the breath here. Breathing in deeply and fully through the nose. Exhaling slowly out through the nose. Another deep, full breath in, feel the belly expand. And exhale it all out, squeeze all the air out of the breathing chambers on the exhale. And then take one last deep, full breath here. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day. And then exhale it all out. From here, resuming your normal breathing pattern. And when you're ready, you can start to blink open the eyes, come back into the room. We'll join the hands together in Anjali Mudra prayer position, thumbs resting against the heart center, palms pushed against each other. And then from here, we'll inhale. We'll sweep our arms out wide and around in a big arm circle, palms meet together overhead. And then we'll exhale to draw that energy back down to the heart center, thumbs will rest back down against the heart. Inhale, sweeping the hands up and overhead, stretch, reaching on up. And then exhale, drawing the hands back down to the heart center. Let's keep flowing like this, going at your own pace, stretching, opening up through the arms, reaching on up. And then exhaling as you bring the hands back down. You can go faster or slower than what I'm offering here. You go at your own pace, work with your breath. Try to match movement with breath here. Inhaling as you stretch and open up through the arms, reaching up towards the sky. And then exhaling as you draw the hands back down to the heart center. Gemini rules the arms, the hands. So we're paying special attention to these areas today in this Gemini-inspired flow. Let's take one more full arm circle here. Inhaling, sending the arms up. Exhale, we'll bring the hands back down to the heart center. And then from here, let's inhale, bring our hands up again, palms meet together overhead. And then on your exhale, we're coming into a seated twist. Bring your right hand to the left knee, left hand goes behind the body, twisting out over to the side. Take a deep breath in here, reach the crown of the head up, straighten through the spine. And then exhale, you can deepen the twist, gaze right around over the left shoulder if that's feeling good. Take a deep breath in here. And then on your exhale, keep your right hand on your left knee. We're going to come back through to the front, and you're going to bring your left hand onto the right knee, so our arms cross in front of the body. Take a deep breath in here, reach the crown of the head up, straighten through the spine. And then on your exhale breath, keep the hands there, round through the spine. Open up through the shoulder blades here, find that stretch. And then on our inhale, come back up to a neutral spine position. Release the hands off the knees, but arms are staying crossed. Maybe from here, you're just going to bring your hands onto the shoulders. Maybe this is enough. Maybe here, we're going to bring the backs of the hands together, backs of the forearms are somewhat together. Or maybe here, we can weave the arms around so the palms are close to touching, or maybe they're there. This is our eagle arms, Garudasana arms. Try to bring your elbows up to shoulder height here, gaze forward in front of, towards the thumbs. Let's take another deep breath in here. And then we'll exhale, we'll unravel, bring the hands back down to the knees. Inhale, let's send the arms straight on up overhead, reach, open up, palms meet together overhead. And then we're exhaling into our seated twist over to the right, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Take a deep breath in here, reach the crown of the head up, straighten through the spine, create space. And then exhale, deepening the twist, gazing right around over the right shoulder or just as far as it feels good. From here, inhale, keep your left hand on the right knee. We're unraveling back towards the front. Your right hand is coming over to the left knee, so arms are crisscrossed again in front of us. Take a deep breath in, create length through the spine. And then on your exhale, we're rounding through the spine, opening up through the shoulder blades, finding that stretch through the back of the body. Inhale, let's come all the way back up. Release the hands off the knees, arms are staying crossed. And then again, maybe here, we're going to just bring our hands to our shoulders. Maybe this is where we stay. Maybe we bring the backs of the hands together. Maybe we're not quite there in Garudasana arms. Or maybe here, you can intertwine the forearms so the palms might be meeting or they might be close. Try to bring your elbows up to shoulder height here. We're rounding through the spine here in our Garudasana arms, stretching, opening up through the shoulders. Gaze straight ahead towards the hands. Let's take another deep full breath in here. And then exhale, unravel the hands. You can bring the hands back down onto the knees. Beautiful. Let's work our way into tabletop all fours. So as you work your way onto all fours, stacking the hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Find a neutral spine position to start with. And then from here, we're going to inhale through to cow, gaze forward, open up through the heart and the chest. And then exhale, curl under into cat, round through the spine, tuck the chin in. Inhale through to cow, gazing forward, opening up. Exhale, curl under into cat, round through the spine, drawing the belly up. Let's take a few more of these cat-cow motions. And again, you can go at your own pace. You can go faster or slower than what I'm offering. You work with your breath, one breath per movement. Inhaling to gaze forward into cow, draw the belly button down. Exhale, curling under into cat, round through the spine, draw the belly button up. Let's take one more cow on your inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, curl under into cat, round through the spine. We'll inhale, come back just to a neutral spine position, tabletop. From here, tuck under the toes and exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back, work the heels down towards the mat. Spread the fingers wide here, you're grounding down through the hands. And here you can start to walk the dog, especially if this is your first downward dog of the day. Walk it out, find that stretch through the backs of the legs, pedaling the heels up and down on the spot. And as you walk the dog, you can start to shift the hips from side to side. You can shift the shoulders from side to side. You can shake the head no or nod the head yes. You can make this a full body downward dog. And then from here, we'll inhale. We'll raise up onto the toes. And then exhale. Try to land heels down as best as you can here. Let's take another deep full breath in here. On your exhale, come down onto the knees and find child's pose. Toes come to touch behind you. Sitting down onto the heels, you can keep the arms extended out in front, or you can take any other variation here with the arms that feels good for your body. We're pausing here in child's pose balasana for just a few breaths. Deep breath in through the nose, breathing into the back of the body. Exhale out through the nose, releasing all the air out of the breathing chambers. Another deep, full breath in. Exhale it out. We'll take one last deep, full breath here. Exhale it out, and then on your next inhale, we're coming back up through to tabletop or fours. Tuck under the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep, full breath in here. Exhale it out, and at the end of that exhale, raise the head, look towards the hands, step all the way up to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need here. Inhale to halfway lift, bring the hands to the shins, gaze forward. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana, tuck the head in towards the knees. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing, and as we come up to standing, just rolling the shoulders down and back here. Take a moment to adjust your clothing, do anything else that you need to do here. And we're just checking our alignment here. We've got our feet about hip-width distance apart here. We're grounding down through the feet. Arms are active down by the sides. Reach the hands down towards the floor. We're sending energy down towards the earth while the crown of the head is reaching on up, creating length through the spine, sending energy up towards the sky as well. From here, let's inhale. Sweep our hands all the way up overhead. Palms meet together overhead. And then we're exhaling all the way back down through to forward fold Uttanasana. Tuck the head in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Gaze forward. Hands might come to the shins as you find straight spine, straight legs. Exhale. We'll bring our hands all the way down to the mat. Ground down through the hands here. Spread the fingers wide. Bend the knees as much as you need. We're stepping back to downward facing dog. Take as many steps as you need. Take a deep breath here in your downward dog. On your exhale, we're coming down onto the knees, Balasana, child's pose. And again, as you come down to child's pose, you can bring the arms out in front, or you can bring them around behind you, or whatever feels good here with the arms. Paying attention to what's going on in your body today. What does your body need from you today? Let's take another deep, full breath here in child's pose. Exhale it out, and then on your next breath in, we're pushing ourselves back up through to tabletop or fours. Tuck under the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep, full breath in here. And then on your exhale, or after your exhale, we're raising the head, looking towards the hands. Start all the way up to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale to forward fold, tuck the head in. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. This time you can sweep your arms all the way up overhead if that feels good. And then we're exhaling all the way back down to forward fold. Uttanasana, tuck the head in towards the knees. You can softly bend the knees here. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, straight spine, straight legs. And then exhale, we're going to plant our hands down, ground them down, bend the knees as much as you need. Fingers are spread wide here. We're going to ground down through our left foot as we step back our right foot and land the right foot down at about 45 degrees. Your hips are still facing towards the front of the mat. From here, we're going to inhale up to warrior one, and we're going to add in some cactus arms here. So elbows are bent at 90 degrees. I'll just turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Beautiful. So we're facing the front, our hips are facing the front. Got our cactus arms opening up through the shoulders here. Let's take a deep full breath in. And then on your exhale, we're going to lean forward into warrior three. Send your arms out in front, balancing on your left foot, right leg's coming up behind you. Flex that right foot behind you. Beautiful. Gaze straight down here. Find your balance. We've got a bit of balancing coming up here in today's flow. Take another deep full breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. And then from here, we're going to inhale. We're going to come up to a one-legged Tadasana. So you're still balancing on your left foot. Bring your right knee up so it's in about alignment with the right foot. Arms are going straight on up. I realize my arms are cut off on the camera here. You can imagine though, they're reaching straight on up. And then from here, we're going to exhale into a standing pigeon squat. You're going to bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh, bend the left knee, and you can bring the hands down to your heart center, Anjali Mudra here. So here's our standing pigeon squat. You might stay here. Otherwise, from here, I'm going to walk you through Garudasana, eagle pose. So for eagle pose, we're going to go a little bit further here, and I'm going to walk you through step by step. So with our right leg, you can keep it where it is. This is absolutely fine. Or maybe from here, you're going to bring your right thigh right on top of your left thigh, and then bring your right shin so it's touching at the left calf, and you're hooking at your right big toe just above the left ankle. So these are our Garudasana legs. Okay, so maybe you're here, maybe you're back a step with our pigeon squat legs, your choice. Then from here, with our arms, let's bring our arms out to those cactus shape arms. We're going to then bring our arms in front. Your right arm is going to go underneath your left arm. And then again, maybe here, we're going to do what we did while we're sitting down. Maybe just bring the hands to the shoulders. That's fine. Maybe the back of the hands that come together and touch. That's also fine. Or maybe you can go that little step further and weave those arms around so the palms are touching or close to touching. Then we're bringing our shoulders up, our elbows up so they're in about alignment with the shoulders. We're gazing straight ahead towards the thumbs. If you've made it here, beautiful work. Keep finding that balance. Let's take another deep, full breath in through the nose. And then on your exhale, let's start to unravel the arms. Bring them back out to our cactus shape arms. We'll start to unravel the legs. We're going to step back into our warrior one shape with our cactus arms. Beautiful. Bend through the front knee. Take a deep, full breath in here. Exhale. We're going to come on down to a runner's lunge. Come up onto the back toes. Take a deep, full breath in. And then exhale. We're stepping back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to reset, to recenter, to reconnect to your breath. Deep, full breath in through the nose, filling up those breathing chambers. And then exhaling out through the nose, releasing all the air out. Let's take another deep, full breath in here. Exhale it out. One last deep, full breath in. Exhale it out, and at the end of that exhale, let's raise the head, look towards the hands, step all the way up to the top of the mat, take as many steps as you need. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, tuck the head in towards the knees. Inhale, rolling all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, sweeping the arms up overhead, palms meet together overhead. And then we're exhaling all the way back down through to Uttanasana, forward fold. Tuck the head in towards the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, we're going to ground our hands down. Fingers are spread wide. Bend the knees as much as you need. We're stepping back the left foot this time, grounding down the left heel at 45 degrees, bending through the front knee. And then we're inhaling up to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1 with our cactus arms. Again, arms are bent, 90 degrees. Let's take a deep, full breath in here. Exhale it out. Inhale, we're going to come into our Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Left leg's flying, flex the left foot, arms are reaching out in front, gaze is straight down. Find your balance here. Find your drishti, find something to focus your gaze on. Geminis are known for multitasking, for their inability to focus on one thing at a time. Find your drishti. Let's take another deep, full breath in. Exhale it out, and then on your next inhale, we're coming up to our one-legged Tadasana. Bring your left knee up so it's in alignment with the left hip. Arms are reaching straight on up here. Beautiful. And then we're going to exhale down to our pigeon squat. Bend the right knee, bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Hands come down to Anjali Mudra, prayer position in front of the heart. So again, maybe you stay here in your standing pigeon squat, or maybe here we're going to go that little step further into Garudasana, eagle pose. So let's start off with the legs first. So this time you'll bring your left thigh over the top of the right thigh. You'll bring your left shin so it's touching the back of the right calf, and then bring the left toe, left big toe, so it's just above the right ankle. So there's our Garudasana legs. We'll bring our arms out to our cactus arms, and then from here, We're bringing our left arm under the right arm. And then again, maybe we've got those options. Maybe we're just holding onto the shoulders here. Maybe the back of the hands meet. Or maybe we can go that little bit further, intertwining the arms, bringing the palms to touch or thereabouts. Try to bring your elbows up to shoulder height here, gazing straight ahead. Let's take a deep full breath here in Garudasana, flying like an eagle. Exhale it out. One more deep full breath here. Exhale. Let's start to unravel the arms back out to our cactus arms. Start to unravel the legs. We're gracefully stepping back to Virabhadrasana 1. Land down the back heel, 45 degrees. Deep breath in. Exhale, landing down, runner's lunge. Hands come down, frame the front foot, come onto the back toes. And then from here, deep full breath in. Exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep full breath in here. And then exhale, we're just going to come down to tabletop or fours. Bring the hands so they're underneath the shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. From here, let's inhale, sweep our left arm all the way up, open up through the shoulder. And then exhale, we're threading the needle. We're going to come down to rest onto the left shoulder and the left cheek. Maybe from here, you've got your right hand in front of the face, or maybe you can walk the right hand right up towards the top of the mat. Find that stretch through the right arm. Holding here for just a few breaths as we find that stretch in the opening. We'll draw our right hand back down in front of the face if we've moved it. We'll inhale as we push up on that right hand and open up with the left arm. Stretch and open. Exhale, land back down through into tabletop. On your inhale breath, let's do that again on the other side. Opening up the right arm, stretch and open. And then exhale, threading the needle, coming down to rest onto the right shoulder and the right cheek. Maybe the left hand stays in front of the face, or maybe we're walking that left hand up towards the top of the mat. You just take whichever option feels good here for your body. Finding that opening through the shoulders. Let's stay here for another deep full breath in. Exhale it out. Bring the left hand back through in front of the face. Inhale, push into the left hand. Come all the way up. Open up the right arm. Stretch and open. And then exhale, we're landing back down through to tabletop. From here, we're going to work our way down onto our belly. So coming all the way down onto the belly. We'll set ourselves up for Sphinx pose here. We'll stack our elbows underneath our shoulders. You can be down on the forearms. Palms can be face down. Spread the fingers wide so you're grinding down through the hands. And then just finding some length here through the spine. Finding a gentle back bend here. Finding that stretch and opening through the back of the body. You can gaze on up, or you can just gently let the head rest down, whatever's feeling better for your body here today. And we'll be here for about a moment or so. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, instead of the Sphinx pose, you can move into seal pose. You can bring your hands to around the top corners of the mat and then push up, maybe straightening out the arms. You can have a soft bend through the elbows here if that feels better. Just creating a bit of a deeper back bend here. But you've got that choice whether you're here in seal pose or whether you want to come back down to Sphinx pose. You just take whichever option feels good here for you. Just letting the legs relax, letting the legs become soft behind you. Just focusing on the upper body here, particularly the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Fingers are still spread wide, whichever option you've taken here. Working with those areas that Gemini rules. Let's take one more deep full breath in here, whichever pose you're in. And then on your exhale, let's slowly work our way all the way back down onto the mat. You can make a little pillow here with the hands and rest the forehead straight down onto the hands here. Just creating a neutral spine position, letting the spine rebound and recover. And then from here, we're going to roll on over onto our backs. So working your way on over whenever you're ready, taking your time. And we'll be on our back for the rest of class. So if there was anything that you wanted to have nearby for Shavasana, now would be the time to grab it. If you wanted a blanket, socks, or anything else, feel free to grab whatever you need. But first, we're going to move into a supine twist before we enter Shavasana. So just starting off with your legs nice and long. We'll then bring our left knee up towards the chest, interlace the fingers around the left shin. Give that left knee a hug, a squeeze into the body. And then we're taking our left knee with our right hand, drawing the left knee right across over towards the right side of the mat, and then drawing the left arm out over to the left. And you can turn the head here to gaze over towards the left fingers if that's feeling good for the neck. Pausing here for a few breaths as you twist through the spine. Try to keep the shoulders grounded down on the mat here. Twisting all the way from the tailbone up to the crown of the head. And then we'll slowly unravel back through to the center. You can hug that left knee back in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers over the shin. Find that stretch. And then release the left leg out long, realign, recenter, maybe shuffle the hips from side to side so you can realign there through the legs. And then we'll take that supine twist on the other side, bringing our right knee up towards the chest, interlace the fingers over the right shin, hug it in towards your body. And then we're taking our right knee with our left hand, drawing the right knee right across towards the left side, and then extending the right arm out over to the right, and you can turn the head over to the right. And finding that twist through the spine, releasing and letting go. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you, that you don't need to carry with you throughout Gemini season. If there's any negative self-talk or any old stories that you don't wish to carry with you, just let them go, release them, bringing them out of the physical and energetic body. Let's bring that right knee back through to the center. You can interlace the fingers around the right shin, give it a hug, a squeeze into the body, and then releasing the right leg out long. And then from here, you can set yourself up for your Shavasana. You can stay down on your back. You can bring the arms by the sides, a few inches away from the body. Feet can be flopped out to the side. You can, of course, use any props here to make your Shavasana a little bit more comfortable. If there's anything that would make you feel that much more comfortable, absolutely do it. It will be so worth your while. And as you work your way into your Shavasana, you can begin to close down the eyes or soften the gaze. And we'll come back to the breath here. Take a deep, full breath in through the nose, filling up the diaphragm, the lungs, bringing the breath all the way up to the collarbones. And then exhale it out through the nose, releasing all the air out of the breathing chambers. Deep, full breath in. And a slow breath out. Continue to focus on your breath here. Anytime the mind begins to wander, just come back to your breath. Using the breath as a tool to help still the mind. Letting go of any thoughts that may drift in. Just focusing on the breath. Focusing on breathing in through the nose. Feel the belly rise. And breathing out through the nose, letting all the air out. I'll leave you here for a few moments in your Shavasana, and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Start to bring your awareness back into your physical body. Maybe wriggling the fingers or the toes. Maybe stretching the arms overhead or stretching the legs out long, taking a full body stretch. And then keeping your eyes closed or with a soft gaze, take a moment here to roll on over to your favorite side. Taking a moment to pause, to rest, savoring this transition between your practice and the rest of your day. And then slowly working your way on up to any comfortable seated position. Again, we'll keep eyes closed with a soft gaze as we work our way on up, finding any comfortable seat. And we'll meet with our hands together in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, resting the hands against the heart, thumbs against the sternum, pushing the palms lightly against each other. Bow the head down towards the hands, giving yourself a moment of gratitude for showing up on the mat today, for doing something just for you. And if you set a sankalpa or intention at the start of your practice today, come back to that intention now. Whether you wanted to feel open, curious, or something else. May you carry your intention with you for the rest of Gemini season. Namaste.